Well, this morning, we heard earlier in the news that BHP Billiton has declined to comment on a report that states it will develop an iron ore mine in Gabon. Investment into Gabon has grown significantly with the rise in infrastructure developments. Projects to build power plants and supply energy are high on that list. And Eleni Giokos spoke to Sanjay Dey, who's General Manager of Abhijeet, and asked him what are the reasons for investing in this country.
To explain the company's venture, one of the biggest reasons for coming into Gabon to do this investment has been the improvement of the opening of the special economic zone in Gabon, which offers various tax incentives which are very beneficial for the business. And at the same time, we have to consider that for large projects of this size, it is very important to have the raw material sources close by, which fortunately is available in Gabon. What the company intends to do over here is to set up a ferromanganese smelting plant, and along with it a 300 megawatt power plant, which is more of a captive nature. Now, ferromanganese requires a lot of manganese ore in order to convert that and smelt it into usable products. So it is available over here, and that is one of the reasons. The second reason, as I said, is the special economic zone, I would rather put it like that, which offers various tax incentives which are very beneficial for a business to start and grow over the initial days. Now, these kind of projects initially have a lot of capital infusion in the very starting, and these are very capital intensive projects with a very long payback period. Now, if you have certain incentives and economic benefits that is provided and which is being provided by the special economic zone, that is very beneficial for the business, and that is one of the drivers for the group to come ahead and invest in Gabon.
Sanjay, essentially there's a tax break for 10 years, so you're exempt from paying taxes for 10 years, after which you will pay a 10% tax on the profits that you make. You're talking about the return on investment taking quite a long time. What kind of strategy have you put in place to ensure that you are as profitable as quickly as possible?
Regarding the profits coming in, it's actually you have to understand the whole dynamics and how this business operates. Essentially is that the profits, when you are looking at the operating profits, it immediately starts being generated. But you have a long repayment schedule, and what is really essential is that the payback period is around 4 to 4.5 to 5 years typically in these kinds of projects. But Gabon being a slightly costlier territory, and as compared to some of our ventures that we have done in the past, we expect that these projects to start payback, complete the payback period over a period of 6 to 7 years. So I think within the range of around profit exemption period of 10 years, we should be able to get a reasonably good payback.
It also seems that from a logistic perspective, and you alluded to it slightly earlier, when you look at ensuring that you have the right raw materials and the right movement of raw materials, what kind of infrastructure are you planning to put in place, or is that up to the government of Gabon?
Regarding the setting up of the infrastructure that we have been discussing about, we do face a slightly logistical challenge because the position of the ports. The position of the ports here in Libreville, Gabon, definitely needs some consolidation as to the bandwidth of the ports in order to handle the kind of imports and exports we are talking about. At the same time, what has happened over a period of time is that there has been very small industrial activity within this country and Libreville also. So road logistics also figures out a very important part which we need to handle over a period of time. And I think we have got the reasonable time to adjust to these new circumstances and challenges. And as far as the company goes, we are definitely conducting our own research in order to find out the optimum way of handling the logistics issue. At the same time, the government is also taking very reasonable steps in order to assess the demands of new industry, and it is also probably also proceeding towards increasing the bandwidth of the port as well as the road logistics over here in Gabon.